Helping the Arts is trying something a little different to lend a hand. ArtsWave is holding its first ever telethon during its fundraising campaign. And here to tell us more about it is ArtsWave President and CEO Alecia Kintner and Leigh Fox, President and CEO of Cincinnati Bell. Guys, thanks for being here today.
Hey, thank you.
Certainly appreciate you coming in. Let's just start with, I guess, where this idea came from. And when I asked you during the commercial break, you looked at Leigh pretty quick. So let's start there.
Yeah, you know, as we started into the campaign, what we're seeing is corporate giving is changing, right? And so we saw this as another way of educating the community on all the important aspects of what ArtsWave brings to the arts and the community. And so we're a technology company, obviously a telephone company, so we thought, what better way than let's try a telethon.
Then ring a few phones.
Ring a few phones.
Ring a few phones. Okay, well, let's talk about then for those who maybe aren't as familiar with all the different things ArtsWave does, Alecia. I mean, obviously we have the number of arts groups we have in our community is astounding. For a city and a community of this size, we really have an incredible art scene. But it's that and it's schools. What is ArtsWave for people who don't really have a good definition of it?
Sure, thanks. ArtsWave is the region's funder of the arts. We're also a planner and promoter of the arts. And really in Cincinnati, the ArtsWave campaign every year is the way that arts are supported. So you talk about the wide array of organizations here. You're right, there's a huge variety and a huge number. We're able to support about 125 organizations, large and small, across the entire region every year, thanks to the public support.
And what do you guys do in schools? Because we think, you know, you help give money to this theater or to the ballet or to whatever the different cases may be. Why is it important to get involved with schools?
Oh, it's so important to make sure that there are arts experiences in our schools, and that is sometimes the first thing that's cut when there are budget challenges in the school system. So the organizations that ArtsWave funds, whether it's the Cincinnati Symphony or the Carnegie in Covington or the Cincinnati Children's Theater, all of them together are providing more than 235,000 educational experiences in 3 out of every 5 schools across the region. 500 schools in all every year, and in every one of Cincinnati public schools. It's a huge augmentation to the school system.
And Leigh, with all of that in mind, you know, you talked about sort of the idea of the telethon, but let's talk about the idea of why does Cincinnati Bell want to help ArtsWave?
Yeah, for me, it's there's a few things. Personally, you know, I believe the arts fills your soul, right? And it's one of the things that I think builds people up. And so within Cincinnati Bell, what we try to promote is a work-life balance, but it's really threefold. It's work, it's your family, but it's you, right? And to me, the arts, that's the piece that helps fill your soul and makes you a better person for your family and for your work. So that's how we approach it at Bell. You know, the second thing is I immediately after taking the chairmanship, I had a lunch with an individual who is a longtime supporter of the arts, retiree, and you know, he sat me down and said, you know, young man, you don't realize this yet, but the investment in the arts is really an investment in yourself. He, you know, he said, look, I appreciate the arts so much more than you do, trust me. And the way you need to look at this is, you know, an investment in the arts is really investing in yourself in the future years, and I totally believe that. Yeah.
Okay, they're wrapping me up, so we got to go. Details. When's the telethon happening? How do we take part?
It's tomorrow night here on Local 12 from 8 to 10 p.m. We'll be with you on commercial breaks and sharing arts representatives and stories. And you can call in at 777
Arts.
Well, that's easy enough to remember. 777 Arts, and Jen Dalton's going to be out there with them getting it done. It's 9:44 right now. Thanks for coming in, both of you.
Thank you.
And good luck with the telethon.
Thanks
We'll be right back.